Hey Martin, how are you?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Good.
same
How are you?
here, same here. Good, good, good. It's nice to be here. Span North Star. It's a nice event. I must say, it's buzzing with a lot of exciting startups like yours. And at Curated Circle, we are proud to be one of the official media partners. So glad to be here. So why don't you tell us something about yourself first?
So I'm the founder of Decizimo. I founded the company in 2020 after several years that I work in finance, especially in consumer lending, and then in Southeast Asia in big data, AI, and focused again on fintech and innovating in fintech. And I started Decizimo because all the time I saw the pain of automating any kind of decision strategies. There would be usually the pain of like keeping it code or keeping it in like cumbersome software. So that is what I did in 2020.
Wonderful, wonderful. Tell us a little bit more about the product, how it works, what goes into it. Like, how did you build it? What is the technical aspect of the product?
So our product is a platform which is software as a service, and the main idea is to make it as easy as possible to manage decision strategies. Let's take fintechs that are in consumer lending, buy now, pay later, and they're automating their credit policies. They got lots of rules, they might be integrating some third-party data, they might have their machine learning models, and all of that, it can become a zoo. Like, how do you manage that? How do you operate it? If you want to change something, you might be using some kind of software, you might be using partial code, partial some kind of other platforms. And what we try to do is to make it all as easy as possible to manage from one place, because it's just one thing. It's one thing, your decision strategy. And you want to manage it in easy and as simple and possible way.
And business users can easily change the rules, right?
Exactly. So you don't have to code. You don't have to be a software engineer. You don't have to be a developer. Just come in, it's a no code. You change everything yourself. You don't see any code in our platform. It's not that like you'll be saying, oh, it's no code, low code, because you will have to code a lot of in Python. No, in our platform, you do not see any code, while we still give you the opportunity to connect alternative data, to enrich, set up complex rules, decision trees.
And do the decisions give feedback for further rules? Like the decision strategies which are coming out, if I'm getting a product right, do the decisions give directions to, can we take direction from the decisions to change the rules?
So we are like something that would go, and again, we are focused on the making sure that we are compliant and regulatory. In a regulated space, you cannot be changing decisions or the decision logic just how you decide.
Right.
And that's where we come in, is that we are trying to be the platform for lifecycle management of decision strategies. Because when you work in regulated environment, in fintech, in insurtech, there needs to be audit trail. There needs to be the understanding of who did this change, why did they change it, who approved this change. And our platform is keeping all of this track record, all of this history, and making sure that only the people who should be changing are changing the things that they are changing, and that everything is really kept track of. Because once you come into the mode that, oh, something will be automatically changing as a black box, regulators will not like it.
Right. Nice, good. So, how is competition like? Do you have a similar solution out in the market? If yes, how is your solution different from theirs?
So there's competition in the market, and it's like when I used to work in finance, we were using the blue chip software solutions, and the reason why I started this is because I hated every moment using that software. And then when I was moved in the executive position and looking for people who know how to operate the system, I realized there's another problem. Those systems are so complex that there's not talent in the market. So when you want to, the problems with traditional solutions is that you buy expensive license, you deploy it in expensive solution environment, and then you need to find the people who know how to operate it. And what we try to differentiate ourselves in such a way that we are at affordable price point, we are easy to integrate, just one API, and we are easy to operate. So you don't have to be looking for some talent who has 5 years of experience of knowing how to set up rules, because anyone can come in, just click, drag and drop, set up around, and you can be running.
And what's your pricing model like? Is it like SaaS based, or is it, how does it work?
So we started we are very affordable in comparison to our competition. We started 1K per month.
Right.
Within that we have 100,000 decisions that can be executed. So that means, for example, number of loans. Let's say that you get a lending company. So if they have 100,000 loans a month or below that, they would just pay 1K. And then it's price per decision. So
Price per decision. Wonderful. Wonderful.
so as they scale, there'll be price for that.
What's the market looking like right now for you?
So the market is that I can see a lot of changes because before a lot of companies loved keeping it in code and they'll be saying, why do I need something like that? I can just code it myself. But the regulators didn't like it because the regulator asked, what was your decision strategy 2 years ago when you approved this client? What were your KYC rules at that time? And they realize, oh, we have this in code somewhere. And the person who wrote it is not in the company anymore. How do we find it out? So there's this dynamic in the market. And then also there's another dynamic coming from the AI regulation. Because any kind of automated rules are based on the EU AI Act considered as AI. And finance and insurance are actually spaces who come into the place where you need to have explainability, auditability, transparency. And so the market is right now realizing is that in the future, if not now, we will need those solutions. So I think that the market is looking really good and there's going to be needs.
Very nice, Martin. It's been great speaking with you and thank you so much for the insights.
Likewise. Thank you.